few years ago, I decided to buy a narrowboat, sell everything, and then travel the network. And 4 years later, I'm still travelling and enjoying this beautiful country of ours. Why don't you join me? Why don't you put your feet up, put the kettle on? Come along, rippers. See what I get up to. This cold snap came in. It just shows you how cold it gets in the boat. It's completely frozen inside. The windows are frozen, but I'm nice and toasty next to the fire. Everything freezes up. Your ropes turn rock hard, so you can't really use them unless you put hot water on them. But I love it. The stillness, the chill in the air, the beautiful sunrises. I can't beat it, rippers. All the grass freezes up and you get this wonderful crunchy sound when you walk on it. I love it. When it gets really cold and everything freezes over, I do feed the swans and the ducks with bread. You're eating bread? What's happening there? It's a bit funny. I do feed them in the freezing conditions. Right, it's freezing cold. It's absolutely freezing cold. It's next day. I'm just going to try those. I've not started the van. I'm going to try the van, see if it will fire up with those new glow plugs. Let's go, rippers. Let's go and check Mr. Van, shall we? Oh, the roads are all frozen. God, it's slippy as anything. Dead slippy. Let's go and check Mr. Van. Oh, crikey. It's going to start. Oh dear. Let's see if he's going to start. Oh wow, it's frozen solid, isn't it? Absolutely frozen solid. That's good. Started. Lovely thumbs up. The 100-foot tidal river, a 350-year-old man. A tidal river is a 350-year-old man-made bypass of the River Ouse, which starts 31 kilometres upstream of Denver at the Iris. What a great name, Iris. Sounds like Lord of the Rings. It carries water which was gathered further upstream, still in the shires of Buckingham. See, it's all the Lord of the Rings stuff. Bedford and Cambridge. That's the old man gathering, look. After Fens. 400 years ago, this level landscape was a myriad of shallow lakes and reedy straits abound with fish. Then fenmen lived off the wild marshes. Their livestock were geese, which grazed the marshy fields like flocks of sheep. Wow, that was your lifestyle. And this is all the men digging it out. Wow, what an undertaking. Just man digging all day long. The scale of the drainage task was incredible. All excavating was done by hand and involved up to 11,000 men. The fenmen refused to work on the project as they could not see that drainage would lose they could see that drainage would lose them their common land and make the poor poorer. That sounds familiar. Instead they sabotaged the works, and Vermeulen had to set armed guards at night. In the end, most of the digging was carried out by Scottish and Dutch prisoners of war. And isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? They could see the destruction was coming. Oh no. And these selfish people destroyed all their lives. When finished, the area between the two new rivers provided a huge temporary storage area, 31 kilometres long and approximately 1 kilometre wide. That was Vermeulen's masterstroke, so that water in time of extremity may go in a large room to keep it from raising too high. So I haven't got my glasses on. I'm struggling to see this, and my hand's absolutely frozen. The still crucial part of the flood protection scheme is rich pasture land allowed to flood to keep the arable parts of Fenland dry, and known as the ooze washers. So all these guys that lived on the Fens, all their livelihood was destroyed. That's what I came over there, look. Came down there, rippers. And I'm here now, look. Oh God, it's cold. Wow. So all that work was carried out. All those guys were digging. Wow, look at that. Beautiful skies. I love this area around here. It's beautiful. Sparse, barren, very beautiful. You can see how the tide's going out there. You can see that or not, and it swirls around here. You can see it. The river's going that way, but the water's going that way, not. When I got here, I navigated the flood relief channel, and you can take your boat up to down to Market. There's also a shortcut down to Bedford as well, so if you want to go down that Erith sluice down to Erith, it is tidal, this section, so got to be careful. Been down the Wissey, down the Little Ooze, that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Down to Brandon, I've been down the Lark, yeah. Been down there. I've also been down to, no, I haven't been down there. I've not been down there. And Upware Lock, no. I have, yes, onto the Fens, and I've also been down to Cambridge, down the backs. Lovely area. 200 kilometres apparently. God, frozen solid. As you can see here, look, they're letting water in to the relief channel, which then goes out into the ooze, into the tidal waters. This is why this section here is so, well, it goes up by 1 or 2 feet most days, so it's always going up and down, and they let the water out through here. They're letting water out now, by the looks of it.
I think this time of year they're always letting water out. When it's dry season, they'll close these sluices. They'll close these great big sluices down and then keep the water in. Oh, I'm struggling to hold this phone. It's so cold. You can come down the relief channel through a lock here, and you can travel all the way down this relief channel to almost the end, which I did. This is constantly going up and down as well. There's another set of sluice gates there for level control as well.
The river is starting to freeze along the edges. Very rare the centre freezes, but it did freeze over on the Denver side, all the way across. If you enjoy walking and wildlife, this area is perfect for long walks, just thinking, you know.
The waterways and control structures of the 17th century were proving unable to manage the huge volumes of water flowing through the Fens when conditions were extreme. Expelling water to the sea had quite literally become an uphill struggle. At last, in 1947, after the worst flood ever recorded, 10.5 million and 10 years were spent on the Great Ouse Flood Protection Scheme. The scheme was uncannily similar to the one drawn up by Vermeulen in 1642. So widening the Ely Ouse was widened and deepened back to Ely to improve the flow, and it connected to the new relief channel by a sluice. A cut-off channel was constructed which could divert water from the rivers Wissey, Little Ouse and Lark when there was a risk of flooding, and take it downstream to the relief channel, which is here. So all those rivers come down to here, all dug by hand. Crikey, that's what it's doing now, look, you can see that. All the waters from the Lark, the Wissey, the Cam, all coming out here. This is why it's such a fabulous area, and packed full of wildlife. Three generations of pumping at Ugmere, Ramsey Street, Mary's Windmill steam pumping station with brick chimney and diesel engine house. Wow, all pumps. Pumping stations. Oh, all smiling, digging all day. Got their three-piece suit on with the caps, and they're still digging in that lot. Still look smart, didn't they? Crikey. I think we've lost something, personally. We've lost that true grit, British determination. It's gone onto the internet world, hasn't it?
There are some good things about the internet. It means you can watch Narrowboatwill on YouTube. Hey!
So Vermeulen's construction of the Ouse washers was successful in relieving the River Ouse below Erith of water from the upper half of the catchment area. But below Denver, all the Ouse waters converged once more for the journey to the sea at King's Lynn. The problem of containing the huge volume of water had been moved, not solved. And there we are, lots walked over there, haven't we? floods. Water flowed inland over the years. A greater amount of silt had been dropped below the sluice by the tide than above the sluice by the Ely ooze. This left an upside down riverbed with the downstream side 1.2 metres higher than the upstream side. In 1720 a major flood came down the 100 foot. Instead of taking their natural course out to sea, they followed the new fall of the Ely ooze. Morning. And turned inland to the Cambridge. Water ran violently upstream for 21 days and drowned the south level. Despite this disaster, there were still protests when the sluice was built in 1750, but solving the problem of the south level was to take another 200 years. Wow. Boat. So it's dropped now, look, from there to there it's dropped overnight. Wow. So I was level when I got on last night. Crikey, everything is completely frozen, solid. Let's stop this fire up. Oh, it's doing alright. Oh, warm my hands up. Absolutely frozen. God, blimey. Love it here. I love it. Just gonna turn around. Beautiful. There he is, Sid the Seal. There's around here somewhere. Ex-SAS. No, ex-Navy SEAL, he said. That's what he told me. I reckon he's on benefits now. Lying around all day. Hello mate, how you doing? Well, that's low, isn't it? How's the politicians coming in for the green talks? We're here at On Golf at Ely. Dave's just done a cracking shot from there. Now he's got the greens about 150 yards away. Let's see how he does, shall we? Oh, it's a lovely shot. He's got to take his shot from there. Shall we watch him go in? No, he gets free. The greens are completely frozen. But it's not that cold, the sun's out. These are deep, these things, aren't they? Yeah, got your stick?
Here comes the fishing rod.
Where's yours? He's got his own.
Here we are, sir.
Good job we've got these sticks in it, these recovery. Here we are. I'm here, second shot. About 20 yards away, died of death.
Look at that sky. I don't know where that's come from.
We've all scored
They've
40s.
done really well.
40s on the first 9.
And there's Marky Mark.
Look at that sky, look. Mark.
Look.
What the hell is that?
Well, it's obviously a plane that's driven, 2 planes have gone round together.
It's a score, look.
I know, it's 1.
41 it says, look. 41.
That's my score.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Well, filthy thumbs. Yeah, they're filthy from golf. He's going round again. Look at him, he's going round again.
Let's go round again. He is.
Is that an F-35?
There it is, I can see it now. Why is he doing that?
He's come from a Air Force base.
Why's the smoke trail behind him though? Not normally like that. What's he doing? He's not normally like that.
The rudder's stuck.
They never leave vapor trails, do they? Never leave them.
Maybe well, they do this time of the year when it's really cold.
I've not
He
seen
may
them.
well be on a circle, you know, going round.
What, a holding pan? That's
Yeah.
bigger than that normally.
Yeah, normally.
This is the last hole. It's 175 yards, par 3. I've landed here about 20 yards away. Dave's over there, Mark's there. So hopefully, absolutely rock hard solid. That green is like tarmac. But a beautiful day. Beautiful day. There they are, look, eh? Old bags society. Can't you? So you watch Narrowboatwill, you're a camper van man. What's your channel?
Dave's Camper Vanning.
Dave's Camper Vanning, and you've got to give me a filthy thumbs up. You watch my channel. We played golf, didn't we?
Absolutely.
What a good game.
Good game.
Cheers for that, buddy.
No worries.
See you later. Yes, very cold. You can see here the river's frozen, so I don't think it's wise to move the boat, to be honest. It's frozen up here. Might be frozen further down, especially down the rivers. These very narrow rivers. Oh God, it's going to go down to Brandon. No, it'd be frozen down there, wouldn't it? Oh dear, beautiful day. Oh, it's gorgeous. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. I love it when I see the grass like this. Get this amazing frosty, like a little carpet of ice on everything, like a furry carpet. There's a lovely walk behind the moorings, takes you down this River Ouse down to Bedford. Very quiet walk, peaceful. When I'm in the mood and it's not too cold, I go for little runs down here. It's only a couple of miles, but it gets your blood warm. Sometimes it's just so hard to get warmed up that you need vigorous exercise to get your body going rippers. It's like a free wonderland, isn't it? You don't have to pay to get in. It's all around you. It's thawed out a bit, and now I'm going to head down towards Brandon. So yeah, thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a lovely little mooring this, so join me next time on the way to Brandon.